Welcome to Akshara's Math. Today we are going to discuss about polynomial. What do you mean by a polynomial? We can split polynomial into two terms, poly and nomial. Poly means many and nomial means terms. So if there are many number of terms in an algebraic expression, then we call it as a polynomial. In earlier classes, you would have studied about monomial, binomial, trinomial and polynomials in an algebraic expression. An algebraic expression is classified based on the number of terms in the expression as monomial, only one, binomial means two terms, trinomial means three terms and polynomial more than three terms, that is many terms. So if there are going to be many number of terms, we call it as a polynomial. But here we are going to use examples which even have only two terms and we call it as a polynomial. Any algebraic expression, we have given a general name as a polynomial. Okay. Now let us give a name for this polynomial. We call it as p of x. I can give any name to this polynomial, p of x, q of y, r of z, s of x, anything, whatever is the name I want to give, I can give. Here I have taken p of x as a polynomial. Okay, shall we give examples for polynomial? See, I will give you examples. P of x is equal to 2x plus 3. This is the example for a polynomial. I can also say r of x is equal to 5x square plus 6x plus 2. Okay, now in each of these expressions, the x term has a power. The first expression, the x has power as 1. In the second expression, there is an x squared term and also there is a x term whose power is 1. So in this, what is the highest term? The highest term is 2. So this highest power is 2. Now, we call the highest power of this expression as the degree of the polynomial. The degree of the polynomial is the highest power of x in p of x. Now, based on this degree of the polynomial, we can classify the polynomial as linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial and biquadratic polynomial. Already you have classified based on the number of terms as monomial, binomial, etc. Now we are classifying it based on the power, that is the degree of the polynomial. So you call it as a linear polynomial. Now I'll tell you an example for a linear polynomial. I'll say same example, p of x is equal to 2x plus 3. See, the highest power is 1, so I call it as a linear polynomial. When I go for a quadratic polynomial, I'll say q of y. Q of y is equal to 4y square plus 4y plus 1. So the highest power here is 2 and so it is called as a quadratic polynomial. General term of a quadratic polynomial, it is expressed as ax square plus bx plus c. Cubic polynomial, I'll give you an example. R of x is equal to x cube minus 1. This is the example for a cubic polynomial. Now, biquadratic polynomial, the highest power is 4. So, let me say some p of y is equal to y power 4 minus y cube plus 1. This is an example for a biquadratic polynomial whose power is 4. The general form also I have given here. Linear polynomial, it is ax plus b. For a quadratic polynomial, it is ax square plus bx plus c. For a cubic polynomial, ax cube. Other terms, whether it is present or not, we are not bothered about that. The highest degree term should be, highest power should be 3. Okay, so in the biquadratic polynomial, you have the highest power ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e. Even if some of the terms are missing, we never mind, but the highest term power should be 4. So where this a, b, c, d and e are all real numbers. And one important point is this a should not be equal to 0. Now what happens when the a is equal to 0 in a quadratic polynomial? This term vanishes and it becomes a linear polynomial. So they have given the condition that this a should not be equal to 0. Next, let us see what is the value of a polynomial. Supposing my polynomial is p of x. I want to find the value of the polynomial at a particular point x is equal to k. Then how will I find out this value of the polynomial? It's just simple. Substitute this k in this polynomial. I have given an example. P of x is equal to x square minus 3x minus 4 at x is equal to minus 1. Now I want to find the value of the polynomial at this particular point minus 1. Now what I will do? I will substitute this minus 1 in this p of x. P of minus 1 I will put. So I will get minus 1 square minus 3 into minus 1 minus 4, which will give me 1 plus 3 minus 4, which is equal to 4 minus 4, 0. Therefore, the value of this polynomial p of x is equal to x squared minus 3x minus 4 at x is equal to minus 1 is equal to 0. Next, 0 of a polynomial. See, we have already found out the value of the polynomial. Now, supposing that value of the polynomial is going to be give me answer 0, then that particular value is called the 0 of the polynomial. Already in this sum we have got only the 0 of the polynomial. Now I will define 0 of a polynomial. A real number k is said to be the 0 of a polynomial if p of k is equal to 0. So k is going to fetch me a value 0, then I will call k as the 0 of the polynomial. Find the 0 of p of x. Whenever they ask me find the 0 of p of x, you just do like this. Let k be 0 of p of x. Then what will happen? P of k will be equal to 0. On the other hand, I know p of k is equal to 0 by the definition. Now I am going to substitute, find the value of p of k. So p of k is equal to k plus 2. Instead of the 6, I am substituting k. Now let me equate these two. I will get k plus 2 is equal to 0, which in return gives me k is equal to minus 2. Now you just substitute minus 2 and see p of x is equal to x plus 2 and p of minus 2 will be equal to minus 2 plus 2, which is 0. So my p of minus 2 is giving me a value 0. So minus 2 is called the 0 of the polynomial. The next question is, if 0 of p of x is equal to 2x plus 3 is k, find k. Whatever we did, the same thing they are asking here also. So they have said that k is the 0 of the polynomial. So immediately I will put p of k is equal to 0. But what is p of k? P of k is equal to 2k plus 3, which is equal to 0. Therefore, this implies 2k is equal to minus 3. K is equal to minus 3 by 2. So k is equal to minus 3 by 2 is called the 0 of the polynomial. I hope you understood well. Next we will go in the next class.